album about realizing I'm a witch, and it's called Nose Job because that's where the magic is stored. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. It's called Nose Job. That's the cover. You know what this is? That right there's a jaw harp, which I taught myself how to play last year, and it's in there. And this whole thing is a recreation of an old painting of a Greek priestess called, I think it's down there, I can't tell, Maenad, I don't know how to pronounce that well. These priestesses used to run around with staffs topped with pine cones that concealed a spear. Perfect for throwing at their enemies, which were mostly creepy men. This album is inspired by that energy, which is defiant, and to say that I'm a woman who's going to be myself regardless of what people want from me, which shouldn't be much of a rebellion, but it is. I've been told that I should get a nose job for my entire life. I actually thought that there was some looming future day that I was going to have to saw my nose off, and I was very afraid of this potential surgery. But then something happened. When I was 14, my father died. Very sad. And while I was grieving and sad, I looked in the mirror one day and went, that's my dad. Not literally. Come on, guys. This is his face. This is his nose. I have it on my face. My nose looks like his nose, which looks like my grandpa's nose, who also passed away when I was a kid. And he was born in Sicily, and I inherited the nose. Lucky me. That made me not want to get a nose job. And then it started to make me angry. Why did everyone want me to get a nose job? Because they wanted me to look like everybody else. But I don't look like everybody else. I look like me. I'm a dad, I'm a grampy, I'm a mom, and all my ancestors. What's wrong with that? Why can't I look like them? Got me down a rabbit hole of sorts. I'm asking this question. What am I? Where am I? What is the point of all this? It really got me into my heritage and learning more about who my ancestors are and were, and what did they do with their time? What did they think? What did they believe? This eventually got me to witchcraft. Now for any materialists that follow me and are like, oh, she's gone crazy. We can't follow her anymore. She's nuts. Calm down. Okay. Which might mean something specific to you, but to me it has a very specific meaning. And no, it's not the Harry Potter evil eat children witch that you might be thinking it is. To me, from my research and just getting to know myself and becoming more familiar with my heritage, being a witch just means having an awareness that I'm connected to nature. I'm a part of nature, so is everyone else, and none of us are better than nature or inferior to nature or one another. Nature's very powerful, and so am I, and so are you. To me, the only difference between someone who's a witch and someone who isn't a witch is awareness of that fact. Again, I'll say to me, this is just how I see it. You get your own definition, good for you. I won't say there aren't any abilities that come with it, because there are. Now I can't move stuff with my hands or my mind. I wish that actually sounds really cool. That would be pretty cool. But I do seem to have precognition. This is when the materialists are going to get really uncomfortable, and that's too bad. But something that happened when I started to radically accept my nose and how I looked, even though the rest of society didn't think I should like it, I figured out that there's other things about me that make me kind of unique that society also doesn't want me to think or believe about myself. But unfortunately for them, it's true about me. Sorry. No, I'm not. Sorry. And that's what my album is about. It's about the realization that, oh, there's more going on. There's more going on here. And not just with me, with all of us, with everybody, but with reality and heritage and ancestry. We're a lot cooler than we think. At least I'm a lot cooler than I used to think, and that's nice. I think you're a lot cooler than I used to think you were, and probably you think you are. Unless you know this, then no. Move on. We are definitely very powerful. And yes, precognition is a real thing. Look it up. Go down the rabbit hole. And if you don't want to, that's fine, but keep your judgments to yourself if you're not going to go through the efforts of finding the information. Ignorance on a topic you've never learned about is okay. What isn't okay is to pretend like you're not ignorant and try to force your ignorant ideas and beliefs on people who have done the research and the knowledge, and whatever. You get what I mean, I hope. But yes, the witchiness does come with some abilities. One being precognition, which I've talked about on here. I'm not going to talk much more about it right now because this video is getting kind of long and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Getting back to the music, on my album called Nose Job, I talk about this process and what that's been like, what it's been like to uncover it, my witch's journey, as I'm calling it as of today. So if you like those concepts and ideas and music like that, you're going to like this album. If you too feel yourself a witch or would like to learn more, get into it, please follow me here and on my YouTube and pre-save my album on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. And follow me there. Sammy Tomorrow. I'll type it out here, and I do have a pre-save link you can go find. Because you will like this album. You will. I'm sure of it. It is witchy. It is cool. It is empowering, and it's true. It's real stuff. So go pre-save it. And if you relate, please tell me. Leave a comment here. I want to hear about your witchy story. And if you've also figured this out about yourself and how you figured it out, what gave it away,